My name is Laura Ann Stubbs, and I'm a third-year theatre performance and event design student at Birmingham Institute of Art and Design. My studies have allowed me to explore all elements of design, from set construction and dressing to sculpture, prop and model making, and even directing and editing for a diverse array of performance and events. I have been fortunate to take part in live projects including creating sculptured art for festivals and painting and dressing sets for an upcoming Birmingham-based feature film. During the course, I have discovered a true passion for filmmaking, especially within the field of stop-motion animation, and I find the whole process incredibly exciting. This digital action plan will demonstrate the skills I have learnt over the past 3 years, and look towards my long-term aims and future career ambitions. In my second year of study, I was part of a collaborative effort to produce a music video to the song Delusional by Sophia Talvik. This project was my first real introduction to filmmaking, and I found the experience extremely valuable. During the project, I learnt many skills that have impacted my decisions and contributed to my future career ambitions. I was involved in every stage of production from concept to shoot, and took the role of lead editor on the music video. The concept of a delusional magician's sawbox trick gone wrong allowed us to play with the comparison of reality and imagined. The project allowed me to experiment with new skills, such as using green screen and Final Cut Pro software, but just as importantly, team building skills and collaborating with other students. Because this flock of nightingales is time. Time flutters and fidgets and hops with these birds. Inspired by the last chapter of The Catalyst, Einstein's Dreams by Alan Lightman, I wanted to produce a short piece of stop-motion animation which would aim to encompass all the skills I'd learnt to date as a designer, but also experiment with the direction I wanted to take my work in. The story describes how a flock of nightingales fly over a town, and the people of the town chase to keep up with them. I wanted to recreate the sense of journey and repetition, therefore designed a flock of birds inspired by the mechanical nature of time. In front of the green screen and using the Milo motion control unit, I captured approximately 15 seconds of animation over a duration of 4 days, and edited the shots using a combination of Final Cut Pro and After Effects. During the first term of third year, I designed and produced a 1:20 scale special effects model miniature inspired by the Slavic folklore story of Baba Yaga. Driven by the catalyst The Flat by Jan Svankmajer, inspiration for Baba Yaga was found in Eastern European puppet animation. Inspired by a line in the original text that stated, "For every question Baba Yaga is asked, she ages a year," the model became an evolution of time periods, fusing contrasting architectural styles and handmade and eclectic elements. The project gave me the opportunity to work on my model making skills and also let me explore the use of special effects model miniatures. It was important for me to capture the house model on film, and subsequently I spent a day with the Milo motion control unit, acquiring interesting angles of the house that could be used within a film. I also took the opportunity to explore character design and costume and experimented with wire armatures and modelling clays to sculpt the witch. I am currently working on my major personal project, a series of small vignette stop-motion films that work both independently, yet come together to form a piece entitled The Tailor's Thread. Originally inspired by a Mexican fairy tale and influenced by Joseph Cornell's boxed assemblages, I have adapted the story into a collection of curiosities that will use the medium of collage in both 2D and 3D forms, incorporating both paper and stitch. Heavily inspired by the experimental films of the brothers Quay, the film will tell the story of a lonely tailor dressing objects around him in a bid to create friends, yet he is torn between well-tailored garments and aesthetically beautiful creations. The piece intends to appeal to fellow creative minds and the craftsmanship of creating beauty out of very little. On completion, the film will be submitted into festivals, competitions and selected exhibitions. In order to promote myself in the design industry, I have put together equivalent pieces of introductory media that aim to represent myself as a designer and most importantly be noticed and remembered. I have many long-term aims and future career ambitions. One of my goals is to one day be a production designer on a feature-length stop-motion animation. In order to achieve this goal, I will need experience in model making and 3D animation studios, and may need to consider a short animation course to better my skills and technical knowledge in this field. One studio I have a keen interest in is Leica. They specialise in stop-motion features and commercials and produce inventive and exciting work collaborating both 3D animation and CGI, and have also recently been nominated for an Oscar for their feature film Paranorman. Leica are currently recruiting freelance designers and model makers for their next big project, and I intend to apply for an internship, and maybe one day I'll reach my goal of being a key role in the production process of a feature-length stop-motion animation. In the short term, I will continue to design, make and sell jewellery as a means of earning a living, whilst looking for work and building up my portfolio. I have an exciting few months ahead with opportunities for exhibitions, film festivals, craft fairs and even a collaboration with Birmingham Opera Company, which will aim to combine opera performance with film and potentially the use of puppets. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for your time.